Good morning, Panthers. Today is Friday, June 9th, 2023. This is Caden Owen,
Julia Berry,
and Taylor Dudek.
Please pause for a moment of silence. Would everybody please now stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today for Pride Month, did you know one of the 193 countries in the United Nations, 33 countries have laws allowing same-sex couples to marry? Unfortunately, in 64 UN countries, it is still illegal to identify as LGBT. As a matter of fact, in some of those countries, identifying as LGBT would lead to the death penalty. There's still much work to be done to provide full equal rights for LGBT people around the world.
Message from Mr. Shalansky. Any band student that has their musical instrument here at school should bring it home with them after school today. Also, from Mrs. Verhoosen and Mr. Shalansky, today's flexed band and flex chorus practices are canceled today. Thank you.
Anyone in 6th or 7th grade looking to come out for a fall sport, which is boys soccer, girls soccer, or boys and girls cross country, should register now on FamilyID.com. Registration will close on August 21st.
Miss Donovan and Miss Marcaldi would like to thank all the following staff members for chaperoning for the 8th grade dance last night. Mrs. Berube, Mr. Stores, Mr. Kaiser, Mrs. Seeley, Mrs. Menino, Mrs. Donahue, Mr. Bishop, Mr. Precourt, Mrs. Carter, Mrs. Buchanan, Mrs. Amaral, and Mrs. They would also like to thank our DJ, Mr. McGaldy, as well as the custodial staff, Mr. Aloya and Mr. Sabluiski and Mr. Phillips. A special shout out to Mrs. Vasquez and Mrs. Aiken, Mrs. Megan, and a huge thanks to Mrs. Boparlin and Mrs. Lawton for helping us set up for the dance, and Mr. Pastor for creating the beautiful backdrop that was used for the photo booth. It was a special night for our 8th graders, students, with the help of our special staff.
Do you want a yearbook but have yet to purchase one? Well, lucky for you, we still have some for sale. But Monday, June 12th is the absolute last day to purchase one. Bring $30 to Mrs. Buchanan in the office, and a yearbook can be yours on the last day of school. Tech Ed Flex is canceled today. Students should remain in their homerooms.
Today's lunch is buttery cheese pierogies and Mediterranean roasted veggies. June 9th is National Strawberry Rhubarb Pie Day, and National Donald Duck Day, and National Movie Night. And now the joke of the day. What's Forrest Gump's Chromebook password? #1Forrest1. Now head to Flex. Have a stupendous day.